start every video out just like that from this point forward. So I gotta run to town, run a few errands this morning, do some of this and that, you know what I mean? Nothing major, just a few things. Also got to service my stump grinder and my chipper both, which I'll probably do them this week as the week goes. So something I've noticed, we're in December now. We got a hard frost in October, which was a little bit early for us. I mean, we can get frost in October. Most time it's about mid-November before we get frost. Usually by the end of November, the leaves are pretty much gone on the trees. Everything's over with on them. But this year here, there's a big difference. We had 2 hard frosts October, and then all together between October and now, we probably had more than a dozen pretty hard frost. We've still got oak trees around here that have not turned yet. We've got some that have turned, but they're still holding their leaves. And I don't really know what the deal is with that. I asked somebody in the know that knows a lot about trees, is pretty deep into tree biology, and I mean, they know a lot. And I asked them, I said, what is the deal this year? They said, I don't know. So, but it's weird. I mean, like all those oaks, they're just now turning. I mean, here we are the first week in December, and you see these still got leaves all up in them. But, you know, we've had severe droughts before. I don't know if the drought, you know, had something to do with it or what. I have no idea. We kind of had it's kind of a weird summer this summer. We had a drought, I think it was June, got super dry. July was fairly wet. August was a little bit wet. We had some rains through there too, so I don't know if the timing on it kind of affected it. I don't know. I mean, but it is odd for us to still have leaves on trees the first week of December. Man, it's gonna be a beautiful day. I looked at the forecast for this week. We're talking about a good bit of rain. Pretty much calling for it every day this next week. We'll see what it ends up doing. But temperatures are supposed to be either right at 70 or on up into the 70s every day this week. It'll be pretty nice. One of the things I like living here where I live, you know, winters are not too bad. We'll have a little bit of cold, you know, where we're down below 30. We'll have 1 or 2 nights we might get down around 10 degrees or something, but for the most part, I mean, it stays pretty nice. It's a light coat, nothing too major. Like right now it's showing 52 degrees. Just a beautiful day. A little bit of clouds in the sky. A lot of birch trees over here on the right. That's a creek over there. They grow naturally in that thing. This is Highway 82 that runs east and west through Columbus, runs all the way across the state, back to Tuscaloosa and then on out of Tuscaloosa. This road used to not be here. You see that pond over there? There's a bunch of ponds down through here on this side. That's what this road is built on. They dug the dirt from over here. There's another one coming up. You see it right there. I happen to know the fellow that owns them right there pretty well. They dug the dirt out of there and put it here and built this 4-lane. They started on it back in the 80s, building it, and they finally got it completed and open. I believe it, pretty sure it was 93, latter part of 93, getting it open. Boy, it made a big help to Columbus here, getting in and through Columbus. Should have showed it, but right there is our Love's truck stop. Fuel there is $4.34 a gallon. Gas is well under $3 a gallon now, so it's pretty good. It dropped substantially last week, and that's usually one of our higher stations right there too. It'd be interesting to see what it is on out here on the west side of town, we have another big truck stop out there. I may ride out there. Once I get done doing what I'm gonna do here, I may run out there and go ahead and fill up with fuel, because I'm down to right at a quarter tank now. Run out there, grab some fuel, see what it is before I head back toward the house. Y'all see them 3 dead vines right there? Them are gonna be fun to get down. There'll probably be some calls being made out on them here in the next 6 or 8 months, I would imagine. There's a game order to get prices on them, but them bad boys right there, they in a they're in a bad spot where they're sitting at. Those are not going to be cheap removals there. So this is 18th Avenue that I'm coming up on right here. This is our busiest intersection in Columbus, right up here in front of me. 18th Avenue and 45, Highway 45. This used to be our mall area over here on the left. A lot of businesses and stuff down there here. Kroger's right here across from this intersection, and then Walmart's kind of catty corner over there. Used to be a Rite Aid right there. They closed it down. You got the Walgreens over here. Over there kind of on the left, that used to be our old Walmart, and they built another one and opened it 2000. So it's been at this location over here for over 20 years now. Back over there is the Wally World. So we're on 45. I'm gonna run up here to where Belk is where I'm headed to. I'm just gonna give y'all a glimpse of the town today. Right up here on the right and left is car dealers. Ford dealership on the right. You can probably see the blue oval up there. And then on the left is GMC, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Ram, all your Chrysler stuff's on the left. And then on up about another mile and a half or so, then you got the Honda and Toyota up there, Tractor Supplies up there, Longhorns, hotel. We got a good many hotels here in Columbus. Right here's Belk, Dick's, Michael's, all that stuff right there. I'm gonna go ahead and whip in here and I'm gonna go around. They have a parking lot in the back. That's where I'm gonna go to. I have not been in Belk. Gosh, it's been several years since I've been inside Belk. There's old Baskin Robbins. See where that yellow car is going in? That's the Locking Dam Road that goes down toward the river. So we're actually not far from the river right here where I'm at, and down there is the Locking Dam. Probably, I don't know, it's probably 2.5 miles in there, so I guess, something like that. That's where Chris works, except he's on the other side. He has to go in on the other side of the river, so he has to go around, cross over the river on 82, where I just got off of, and then hang a right and wiggle his way back around there to get to where the lock is. So we use a lot of cast iron stuff cooking, but some of our non-stick skillets that we got, man, they're about done had it. We use them for quick stuff, you know. So that's what I'm looking for here. So that's what all of our cast iron stuff is lodged, and I've got a lot of it too. But like I said, just some quick stuff. I'm gonna get something to replace what we got. Just gotta figure it out here. That took a little while to get out of there. I kind of felt sorry for the lady. She's the only one working, stocking, doing it all, so they ain't got no help. And I get it. Can't get upset about it or anything. Just gotta do what you can do, you know. This was our newer mall. They built this one back in the 80s when I was still in high school. There was a arcade here in the back of this thing. We used to come out and hang out at sometimes, you know, on Friday, Saturday nights. We had 2 or 3 different arcades here in Columbus. One was called two bits. It was probably the biggest one. And I want to think this one here was called the back porch, I believe is what it was called. But it started out as a mall and kind of evolved into just a Belk store, and then they added Michael's and Dick's Sporting Goods over here on this end. I don't know, it's been a few years ago, within the last 10 years that's been added there. But it never did take off as a mall, like inside of it, and Belk just kept getting bigger and bigger. Well, it started out as McRae's, and then it evolved into Belk. Just kept getting bigger and bigger, where it just took the whole place over. I know I ain't been in here this whole year. I would just about want to run naked through by wire than to go in here. But it is what it is, you know. So I struck out at the Wally World, and the lady in there told me what I was looking for. She said we did have several of them things in here, and she even went back in the back to check. Couldn't find them, so what I did was I swiped real quick and ordered what I was needed as I was walking out of the old store there. So now we're going to head back toward the house. All right, this is that other truck stop. I'm gonna go ahead and fuel up before I go home. See, it's 420, actually 421, 293 for gas. This video is from my Garmin dash cam. I highly recommend them. They're very helpful, and I've got a lot of footage saved from them too. There's actually some pretty cool stuff. But as I was heading home, I seen a truck way on up here in front of me. I seen him kind of move over to the left real quick, and so it kind of got me alerted. And as I come around this curve here, you'll see the couch chair laying right in the lane as I go by it. You can see it right there. That's a bad spot for that thing to come out too. I guess he didn't have it tied down just really, really good there. But y'all have a great day. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.